Welcome to another episode, everyone. Ray J might be going to prison. Well, the feds are now involved in the beef that he has going with Adin Ross. Ray J, of course, said that when he got KO'd, knocked out, that the fight was rigged. To paraphrase, this is what he alluded to when he said it did not go according to plan. This was not the plan. This was not supposed to happen, etc. Well, this is a federal offense. People placed bets on this fight. The fight is not supposed to be rigged. It's supposed to be a real fight. So it appears that Ray J may have snitched on himself and blew the whole operation. The feds are now involved. Check this out. This, of course, is Poetic Flacco.
This Adin Ross and Ray J drama is terrible, horrible, bad. One of the worst things I've ever seen on this internet. Adin Ross is telling people behind the scenes that Ray J committed federal crimes. Ray J is accusing Adin Ross of violating protocols that could get brand risk shut down forever. This situation is terrible. The beginning of this entire saga is this moment right here after the Ray J and Super Hot Fire fight. Ray J took the mic and essentially alluded to Super Hot Fire and him having a deal that was broken and that cost a lot of people a lot of money. We could only assume this meant the fight was meant to be rigged.
You don't deserve to talk to him. What the fuck was that? You done got a good ass haircut and then came here and got stunned.
Yo, I thought we had a plan.
Thought we had a plan.
What the fuck you just say? Hot, super hot.
Yo, I thought we had a plan. Why would you yell this out right after the fight, after you got KO'd? Well, to save face, clearly, Ray J is trying to say, well, I wasn't really fighting you, which he wasn't in the first round. I wasn't trying to swing on you or hurt you or knock you out. We had a plan. It was rigged. You were not supposed to knock me out. You were not supposed to hurt me. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, he goes on to say, but we had a plan. Well, you done got some people in trouble, including yourself.
Come here. Come on.
Like a motherfucker, bro. Damn, bro. Like that? For real, my nigga? That's janky as fuck.
Nigga, say what you gotta say, man.
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but damn, my nigga.
Too late.
Nigga, we took a L tonight.
You about to take one?
Take shit. Your ass was over here.
You about to take an
You
L?
want me to show you what you did?
You about to take an L, Ray J? That's for sure. You about to take a big L. Boy, you can't make it in the feds. You cannot make it in the federal penitentiary system, Ray J. You know this. Knock it off. We took an L tonight. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. You just exposed everything by saying that much. Now the feds are involved, and you're about to get in a lot of trouble.
Where was y'all at? You were somewhere around this rain bed sign, and he took one punch. Hey, what? Ray J, this is professional, man. You can't just do what the fuck.
I gotta talk to the nigga about.
Y'all talk backstage. I ain't even gonna interview y'all. Super, come here. Super.
That's the money we lost. Nigga.
We didn't think you was gonna win, so how y'all lost money?
The only thing worse than rigging a fight that's regulated by the government is confessing to rigging a fight that's regulated by the government. I hope this wasn't what Ray J was doing. But saying things like, man, we lost a lot of money tonight. I thought we had a plan, bro. We took a L tonight. Come on, bro. Adin Ross and brand risk thought that's what Ray J was saying or alluding to. So they launched an investigation into Ray J and Super Hot Fire.
When it comes to Ray J, for example, saying what he said, it's bullshit. I need to figure out what the fuck went on, bro. I do. Ray J, obviously what he said after the fight, Super Hot not throwing a fucking punch, like in the first round. We need to look into that. We need to investigate that. Super Hot has been nothing but a great fighter, and he's been great. And Super looked like himself in the second round. Now, do I know why Ray J said what he said? No, I don't. and we're gonna figure it out. Jordan and I are taking it very seriously. We don't like that shit. Yeah, I don't understand. I really don't. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of that and I'll figure it out. The actual fight wasn't rigged. Like, he knocked Ray J out. He might have been like, oh, bro, like, we must win money. If Super got knocked the fuck out, or if Super lost, that would have been a different discussion, but Ray J got knocked out. So technically the fight wasn't fucking with people's money because Ray J did knock him the fuck out when supposedly, oh, you weren't supposed to do that, bro. We took a loss that night. So that's my whole point.
I was told brand risk ain't.
So what's the problem then? If Ray J got knocked out, what is there to investigate? Why is Aiden Ross there saying that he's investigating to see what happened there? Because Ray J made those comments. Apparently this is his corporation, entity, if you will, Aiden Ross. He sets up these fights or what have you. And he can get into trouble if the fight is rigged. So, of course, he's here saying the fight is not rigged. Ray J got knocked out. So that indicates that the fight was not rigged. Yet you see enough there to give you pause to where you want to investigate what Ray J and Super Hotfire perhaps had established before the fight in order to cover himself. I guess that's understandable, really. If this is his brand and the feds may get involved, Ray J shouldn't expose it. He exposed everything, and now perhaps it's about to get himself in trouble because now Aiden Ross has to investigate. The feds are involved. And you got knocked out. That's that. Whether it was rigged or not, it wasn't, as far as Super Hotfire was concerned, it wasn't rigged. He wasn't going along with the plan. He was at first. He did in that first round, and then in the second round, he let loose and rung his clock.
Too upset at Super Hot because ultimately the fight was not rigged. He did knock out Ray J. So if the fight was meant to be rigged, he didn't rig it. Now they are a little upset that if Super Hot knew something, he never told them beforehand. But that's as far as they are when it comes to Super Hot because he didn't really do nothing wrong. He still knocked out Ray J. Now here's where the tricky games begin. Ray J gets notified he's under investigation by Brand Risk. Ray J is also notified that Brand Risk is getting, the government involved, the feds involved, right? The Nevada Commission is now involved. So now what do Ray J do? Ray J checks himself into the hospital and begins to say, yo.
In the hospital, if I had one wish. Oh, in the hospital, Ray J playing games. He done ran and I saw him there in the Ray J. What is Brandy thinking this whole time? I saw Ray J there in the hospital after the fight. I didn't even cover it, even though I covered the fight. I said, what is he in there for? Got a knot on his forehead that sent him to the hospital? I thought it was a hoax, a game, a ruse, a ploy that Ray J was playing. Now I guess we can see why he's ducking the feds. Oh, man. That he put on him. You put the feds on you, Ray J.
The Nevada Commission, Aiden Ross, they cleared me through misconduct. I have heart problems. I had like a minor heart attack a couple of months ago. Under no circumstances was I supposed to get cleared for this fight. Now I'm badly injured. It felt like Ray J was setting this up to also threaten Brand Risk. Hey, you get the feds on me, you get me involved with any police stuff, I'm gonna make sure Brand Risk gets shut down for misconduct for allowing a sick man to fight.
You feel it's terrible. It's bad, bro. Come on, strap it. Oh my God.
We told you your heart is not gonna hold up there for too long, bro. We told you that, bro. You just wanted to do it for the how do you say it, for the thrill of it. You like
see. That's why I didn't cover this. That's why I ain't played. This all seems like a setup, almost like a skit. This dude here that's talking knows what he's supposed to say. See, told you don't fight. Told you your heart can't take it. He's laying there in the hospital bed, right? He's covering himself up. We told you don't do it. Your heart can't take it. Yeah, they said Aiden Ross. They set him up. They getting all this on record. that his heart was already in bad shape, that Brand Risk knew this because Ray J had already made a video a couple of months back. I covered it here on the Inside Story with me, Damian Porter. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, please. Well, Ray J said he had a month to live. He had 30 days to live because he had some sort of heart problems and all this. Of course, fortunately, that did not pan out. He is still here. Good for that. But they could be indeed setting up Aiden Ross if he wants to play this Fed game and file some sort of federal charges for the statements that Ray J made and do all of these investigations. Then it looks like they're ready to fire back with a lawsuit or something for allowing Ray J to fight with a dirty heart.
That's way more than yourself, bro. Come on, man.
They took you up here?
No, I took myself up here. They didn't care.
They took yourself up
They
here?
didn't even
They didn't care.
Like with an ambulance or nothing?
Set up.
No, but I'm saying after the fight, I just took myself up here.
Is that why the fuck you disappeared and we were waiting for you in the back?
The promoters didn't care about me.
What?
Oh, wow. He said, yeah, it's a setup. I took myself here. They didn't care. The promoters didn't care about me. Damn. So you got heart problems where you're about to die, so you said. Yet you still got in the ring and fought, got knocked out, which should also damage your heart, stop your heart for a minute, bring some sort of trauma to your heart, just the shock of it all, the way you got knocked out on your feet. So much so that your heart was now traumatized. Apparently, you had to go to the hospital. And then you get to the hospital, hit record, and say, I brought myself here. They didn't care about me. The promoters didn't care about me. Yeah, it's a setup. He's setting them up. Setting them up with this hospital visit. I came to the hospital right after the fight because of my heart problems, and I had to get myself here because they didn't even care enough to bring me here. Boy, Ray J got moves.
Who? Do you have
Brand
names?
Risk and all of them.
Who? Brand Risk?
Aiden, none of them. They don't care about the fighters.
Wow.
Did they check your heart when you were there?
Never after.
Whoa.
Didn't care.
Do you remember when they didn't even let us in the back?
Terrible. It was a terrible people to work with.
So did anybody try? Nobody tried to reach out from their team at all.
Set up.
We know we can't reach you out. Because
Set
your
up.
fucking phone is
Nobody
dead.
tried to reach out.
You just don't want to talk to nobody right now.
I had to bring myself to the hospital. Then I've been stuck in here ever since.
They're not letting you out.
They don't care. Aiden Ross, Brand Risk, they didn't care. Did they check your heart? Not after. He said not after the fight. So I guess maybe they checked it before to see that he can fight, that, you know, he has the right palpations to go and get in there. Go ahead, man. We need to make this money. Go ahead and get in the ring. But after the fight, Ray J says they didn't check his heart to see if he's still okay, knowing that he has heart problems. This is his story. He's setting it up. I don't know, Aiden. You might want to be careful. Ray J has a plan here. And Brandy ain't going for it either. She just want to be down with her brother. I want to be down. She want to be down with her.
It's bad.
Is there like a doctor that we can talk to?
What?
Is there just like?
It's a setup.
No, it's too late.
So how long are you gonna be in here for?
Maybe a few more days.
WAC 100 would also confirm that before this fight with Ray J even took place, that he told Aiden not to let Ray J fight. He told even academics that he don't think Ray J should fight because Ray J just had a minor heart attack. And WAC will say, yo, he did everything in his power to try to stop this fight from happening, but they kind of ignored him and let Ray J fight anyways.
What I tell you yesterday? What I tell you?
You said you didn't know anything about the fight. You wouldn't let it happen.
What else did I tell you? There's no way what?
You said there's no way he should be fighting.
Because what?
You said he had a heart condition or some health issue.
There's no way he can pass a physical.
But he must have clearly did though, right?
Bro, listen, bro. Let me tell you something. It's in the blogs. The world knows within the last 6 to 9 months, dude had a mild heart attack. Bro, I have a fight. I have a fight situation, nothing but sports. When 600 took a knee, when he took a knee in the fight, they restricted him from boxing for 90 days. He couldn't fight nowhere for 90 days.
Wow.
So you telling me a motherfucker who got a heart attack on his motherfucking medical record that the world has saw, you let him get in the ring? You seen what I text Aiden? What I text Aiden? I said, hey, you putting Ray J in the ring? I just thought it was a bunch of trolling shit. You know, he over there with, Rampage and, you know what motherfuckers do today on streaming. I ain't paying it no mind. I text Aiden. I said, hey, are you putting Ray J in the ring? Is that what I'm saying? Because I didn't believe it. Right? I would have bro, you talking like Ray J MMA. I'm like, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. Look, I told Aiden, I said, yo, bro, no way he passed a physical. The nigga was taking 6 medications, bro. It's not possible.
Here's what appears to be happening. Now, if Ray J is on 6 different medications, that's verifiable. If Ray J had a minor heart attack, that's verifiable. Yeah, all that's verifiable. But it's the fact that Whack 100 is coming out and publicly saying this to DJ Academics, who has a big platform. He's publicly saying that. I put it on record that Ray J should not have been fighting. What did I tell you? He should not have been fighting because he just had a mild heart attack 6 to 9 months, was within the last 6 to 9 months. Been more recent than that, according to Ray J. But they put him in the ring anyway. I guess Wack was saying this when Ray J went to the hospital. See, what did I tell you? He was going to have problems because he just had a heart attack. So now Ray J basically has backup. He has individuals saying that he shouldn't have gotten in the ring. But of course, Ray J got in the ring under his own volition. No one forced him in there. That's really going to be the argument. Well, you know that you had these heart problems or what have you. Why did you still go in the ring and fight and risk your life? And why is all of this coming up now that you got knocked out and exposed that it was supposed to be rigged, perhaps, that you were not supposed to get knocked out? Verifiable. If Aiden Ross and his team of doctors knew Ray J probably shouldn't have been fighting, but still, just kind of approved it under the table, looked past a couple of things, then Aiden Ross and his team of attorneys is probably going to be held accountable as well. But again, that's something very minor opposed to the grand scheme of things, right? Like Aiden Ross and them probably get fined, get sanctioned if Aiden Ross and them is guilty. If Ray J is guilty, that's some time in prison. Right now, where the situation is at is out of Aiden Ross's hands. The Nevada Commission is involved. And if they find any wrongdoing, the feds are getting involved. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Aiden Ross believes firsthand that he has an idea, a good idea of what exactly went down. Now, I don't know. Aiden Ross probably has that idea because he probably spoke to people in the situation. So, he told Academics, I guess, the full story, but I think Academics didn't want to share the full story, right? Because he don't want to know like what to leak or not. So I'm gonna fill you guys in on what Academics did not say, but let's hear from Academics first.
Ray J, get your ass up.
Yeah, get up, Ray J. And Ray J is indeed trying to put Aiden Ross and them in a cross. And you can say that they're putting him in a cross too, but as Flacco said, it looks like it is out of Aiden Ross's hand. The Nevada Commission is already involved. So they're doing their own investigation. They're going to do their own investigation, this commission, and look into it, however they do that, to see if the fight was supposed to have been fixed. Probably look at text messages, conversations that Super Hot Fire and Ray J had amongst themselves. However they conduct their investigation, it's on now, all because Ray J publicly made that statement. The house is about to come crashing down. This is crazy.
Walk out that hospital, and trust me, you're walking away with the win just by walking away. This is a nasty situation here. First and foremost, I'm not here to defend Aiden. And, I did talk to Aiden about this. Aiden got all the proof that their doctors checked this motherfucker twice. Like there's nothing like I get, people are gonna say whatever, but if you think that a Nevada Boxing Commission or Nevada Fighting Commission allowed a fight to happen with the guy who didn't pass a physical, did not get checked by doctors, whether before or after, come on, you're not dealing with amateurs here. Ray J made the choice to fight, from what I'm hearing, and it appears that after the fight, now he's trying to lean back on his previous medical conditions to make it seem like this particular fight should have never happened, and he should have never been put in the ring like he's a child. Ray J, please get up on out of that bed.
Oh,
Actually, I'll keep
Ray
repeating
J,
why you should get up on out of that bed.
get up out the bed, Ray J. The man said, please, 5 times. Ray J, please, get up out that bed. So yeah, just that's what's going on. Ray J then set it up. Wow. He didn't set it up. That's what he did. That's what he's doing. This is hilarious. Wow. These people crazy. Ray J said early on there in the hospital bed that he had to bring himself to the hospital. That brand risk doesn't care about him. They don't care. He said they don't care about their fighters. Excuse me. They only care about the fight, not the fighters. That he had to check himself in, get himself to the hospital. All like he's setting it up to make them liable for his medical condition, particularly any medical condition that he may have suffered because of the fight. But here, GJ Academics is saying that he was approved by 2 doctors. 2 doctors was Ray J to fight. And ultimately, Ray J made the decision to fight after having been approved by 2 separate doctors. I'm assuming independent doctors that have nothing to do with brand risk, because brand risk doctors may approve him to get the content, to get the fight and get the money, whether he should have been approved or not. But either way, ultimately, he made the decision to enter this fight, did Ray J, probably with the fight being fixed, at least in his mind, that he was not about to be hurt, injured, knocked out, have heart problems in the ring, because Super Hot Fire was supposed to take it easy on him. This is clearly what he was saying after the fight, which is why now the Nevada Commission is involved. Shouldn't have spilled those beans, but in order to save face and try to explain why you just sat there and got knocked out, you're going to explain it by saying, it wasn't supposed to happen. I had my guard down because we weren't really fighting, and he sucker punched me, basically. Oh, but it didn't open up a whole can of worms.
From what I'm hearing, it's a strong possibility they're trying to throw your ass in jail. Okay? I'm hearing that there was some nasty things that occurred that they are investigating, and none of it got to do with your health.
Wow.
Okay? There's heavy allegations that you might have to answer for that you try to rig a fight.
Whoa. I'm going to tell you, man. I'm telling y'all right now, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Inside Story with me, Damian Porter. I've done over 30 years of incarceration in the California prison system. Not to glorify it. It's shameful, in fact. But I did it, and I'm here now. And let me be the first to tell you that Ray J cannot make it in prison. He can't survive. There's no way. Especially since he's famous and they know who he is. They're going to pressure Ray J. Give me your sister's phone number. Give me Brandy's number. Now, boy. Give me Brandy's number, boy. He ain't going to give it up. It's going to be dudes in there talking to his baby mama, Princess Love. Ray J can't go to prison. He can't do it. Don't send him there. Seriously. Oh, man, Ray J. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you open your mouth? Exposed everything. He the one exposed that it was all a ploy, a hoax. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, so I ain't gonna say what happened. You know what? They say we lost a lot of money tonight. Huh? How did you lose money? So everybody had their money on you to knock him out or to win the fight, and everyone lost money. You know, what are you saying, man? You just sat here and said all this publicly after the fight to save face, but now you got yourself apparently in a lot of trouble. It's certainly headed that way. DJ Academics here just said they talking about putting him in jail. Oh.
Like, if you hear what, it sounds so nasty. They're saying that Ray J tried to rig a fight and had almost $1 million betted on him, except the fight didn't get rigged. He got knocked out. I hope this is not true, and let's not talk more about it, because that would be a crime. That's actually a crime. That's jailable shit. So get your ass up out that bed. You're not sick. I rock with you, Ray J, but let's not get you arrested here for some dumb shit you tried to do. Okay? You should never been in a boxing ring, not because of your health, because you can't fight. That's it. It's okay. All right? You should get your ass up out that bed before you end up in handcuffs. I'm telling you.
Before you end up in handcuffs. Now, I believe that DJ Academics and Aiden Ross are boys. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I think they're friends. So he's sort of standing up for his friend, standing up for Aiden Ross, saying Ray J. He said, though, that Ray J may have tried to rig the fight for $1 million. Wow. That he had $1 million bet on Ray J. Whoever did, to win the fight. That's what I was just saying. This is the only thing that really can explain why Ray J would come out after the fight, get the microphone, and say what he said. One, that this was not part of the plan. And two, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. So I can't really, say what what it was, man. You know what's up like that, my ninja. Like that. Come on, man. You know what it was. Man, we lost a lot of money, didn't it? For three, eventually said, man, we lost a lot of money tonight. Damn. Probably not thinking it was going to get this far, where the feds can get involved. Aiden Ross is investigating. DJ Academics is talking about it, that it's rigged. And the Nevada Commission is now involved. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, you better lay down in that hospital bed and act like something going on. You need some bullet. You need some leverage.
I hear this is being investigated and everybody is folding. So just this is the time you backflip out that bed like, I'm good. I'm good. Okay? I would also say this is only making it worse for yourself, because the more you actually try to blame the people who put you in the ring, it's now going to expose what you have supposedly taken part in. And if it's not true, I would love for you to address it. The rumors are going around that you tried to rig the fight, that you put $1 million on yourself and you lost. That's rumors. I'm hoping this ain't true.
$1 million?
First of all, we got to...
I hope it's not true, too. The Ray J ain't got it like that. I'm not all in his pockets, but I'm just saying, he said himself that he had left $2 million for his kids when he was talking about his heart problems and all that. I covered that a few months ago. I found it crazy. I found it shocking. He made a post saying that he was about to die and all that because he had problems, and the doctor had told him this and so forth. And he said he wasn't worried about it. He wasn't tripping because he had left his kids $2 million, indicating he ain't got, he's not Jay-Z. He doesn't have a 200 million, a billion, 100 million, and a couple million. So he done put one of those million, probably one he took from the kids. He gave him two, he took one back and put it on himself on the fight. Oh, man. Whoa. And Super Hot Fire probably was supposed to get a couple 100,000 or something. I'm gonna give you 200, man. Just sit here and let me punch on you, and you hit the ground. It went the other way around. Not only did he lose the fight, he got KO'd badly. Slapped. Eyes in the back of his head. A big old knot on his forehead. This not good. This was not good. This was not good. Oh, man.
Laugh at if you really galvanized $1 million, bet it on yourself, and still lost. Ray J, I'm hoping this is not true.
Here's what Aiden Kemp is telling people. And I know this firsthand because I got the information too. Here's what Aiden Camp is telling people on what, from their knowledge and their investigation, what took place. They believe that Ray J at some point confronted or met up with his opponent, Super Hot Fire. Ray J brought some gang members with him. Now, during this confrontation or during this meeting, they told Super Hot, hey, you either rig this fight and get paid a lot more than you will get from brand risk, or I'm not fighting you and the fight is off and you won't get paid from brand risk. Now, I was told, again, this is allegedly, right? Because clearly Ray J is innocent until proven guilty, but this is what Aiden Ross and his team is telling people. Now, I was told Super Hot continued.
Well, that would be crazy if that's how it happened, because that would mean that Super Hot Fire was not involved in the setup. He wanted no parts of it. That he was approached, basically blackmailed, extorted aggressively, that rigged the fight or else. Well, not threatened with physical violence, but I'm not going to fight you, and then you're not going to get paid from us or brand risk. So threaten him financially, if you will. But clearly, Super Hot Fire wasn't worried about it. He said whatever he said then, perhaps okay, or didn't say anything. Well, he probably had to have said okay, because Ray J, according to all of this, what we just heard, according to Aiden Ross's camp, and they probably got this from Super Hot Fire. This is all speculation on my part. I don't know how else they got it. They said that they were going to investigate. Aiden Ross had just said earlier that he was going to investigate. This is his company, Brand Risk. So how else are you going to investigate or find out exactly what happened other than speaking to the parties involved, Ray J and Super Hot Fire? So I'm assuming that he probably spoke to Super Hot Fire, Aiden Ross, and or his team, and that this is coming from him. If this is what's being said by Aiden Ross, how else? Who else told Aiden Ross this? Not Ray J. He's trying to lay up in a hospital and act like he's about to be out of here or something. So it had to have been Super Hot Fire, but again, that's just conjecture on my part. It's me surmising. I don't have any facts about that. I don't know that to be a fact, but just putting two and two together, Aiden Ross saying that he was going to investigate, and then now Aiden Ross putting out these sort of statements or saying this, that Ray J and some gang members approached Super Hot Fire and said, we're going to pay you more because I'm going to put $1 million on myself on the fight. So Brand Risk is going to give you whatever, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 5,000. I have no idea. But I'm going to give you 200,000. I'm going to put $1 million on myself, win $1 million. I'm going to give you 200. Key 8. What's up? And I'm assuming Super Hot Fire said yeah, even though he didn't plan on going along with it. Because if he'd have said no in that moment, I don't think they'd have had to fight. According to this, Ray J allegedly said, agree to this or I'm not going to fight you. You're not going to get money from me or anywhere else if you don't agree to this. So I'm assuming that he agreed. The fact that Ray J got in the ring indicates that Super Hot Fire agreed to this, at least on the surface. Because had he disagreed, then Ray J wouldn't have got in the ring. And this is why Ray J got in the ring and said, man, I thought we had a plan. Because Super Hot Fire must have agreed to this. That's why he got in there. But he didn't agree. He did. But Super Hot Fire said, man, F what you talking about. I'm not about to get in trouble for rigging this fight. I guess I'll lure you to sleep. Have you thinking that I'm going along with this. In that first round, had his guard down the whole time playing. I kept saying, what is this? Worst fight I ever seen. He moving around, Ray J doing some nonsense in there. Then in that second round, he put him to bed. saying, yeah, I don't care. F your plan. F this rigged fight. I'm about to knock you out. I'll just take the money from brand risk. I go ahead and take my little 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. Keep your 200, 300, 150, 100, whatever you offer them.
With the fight regardless, and he just didn't rig the fight, right? Right, like they asked him to rig the fight, he just didn't rig it, right? So he knocked out Ray J. Now, from Super Hot's perspective, again, this is not what I heard from anybody. This is just me using common sense. If Super Hot is told, hey, if you fight, you won't get paid, right? No, if you don't rig the fight, you won't get paid. He might be thinking, I can just agree to rig it, and then when we actually fight, I'll fight for real and knock him out. Ray J was the heavy underdog in this fight. So if you're betting $1 million or you're betting a large amount of money on Ray J, you expect a high return. And if you're being told, if you bet on Ray J, it's a guaranteed dub, we got the homie in the back pocket, he gonna let me knock him out and we gonna be good. Well, if you don't throw the fight and you knock out Ray J, well, you got some very unhappy people who probably is coming for blood. Now, I was told personally, all right, Aiden Ross and his team believes that that's what happened. Ray J confronted Super Hot, told Super Hot, if this is not rigged, I'm not fighting you. You won't get paid. Super Hot probably told Ray J, okay, cool, but then still knocked out Ray J anyways. People lost a lot of money, right? Again, I was told it was more than $1 million. That somebody bet $1 million or total, like just one person on Ray J. But I was told there were other very large bets as well that was like irregular and unusual on Ray J, because Ray J was the underdog who never had a professional fight before. Now,
and all of that will indicate that it was indeed rigged. Don't know this to be a fact, obviously. We'll see. Looks like an investigation is underway. But they saying, Flacco here is saying that, according to his sources, according to his homework, that at least one individual bet $1 million by himself on Ray J, and others bet a significant amount, even though he's the heavy underdog because he's never had a fight before, and Super Hot Fire been in there doing this and handling his own. Most people would think Ray J didn't have a chance with those circumstances in mind. And yet they're putting chunks of money on him. So the one that had the 1 million, the other was probably 50,000, 100,000. And so, yeah, a lot of people lost a lot of money. And they're upset. Especially if Super Hot Fire first agreed. Who knows what's going to come from all of this stuff. And yeah, it wouldn't have just been $1 million that Ray J or whomever would have won back. If you bet $1 million and he's the heavy underdog, you're looking to get back 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. So people are out of a lot of money and it's about to hit the fan.
After the fight, I was told from Aiden's team, that Super Hot was supposed to come and link up with the other fighters. He went through the back and drove all the way back to LA instead of going to the fighters' hotel at the Palms, which would clearly state, that he knew that probably Ray J and others would be looking for him, and he got out of town and got out of Dodge. I don't know, man. Like, if this did happen, if this was the case, I don't think Ray J should have said nothing. I don't think Ray J should have even brought up, hey, bro, we took an L, we lost. I don't know, man. I think boxing is not a Ray J thing. This was like a one-off lick for Ray J. Super Hot Fire is the boxer. Brand Risk is his bread and butter, it's his gravy. So if this did happen and, Super Hot didn't go along with it and he knocked you out, then take the L, take the lick and figure it out. But making it so public, saying that out loud, saying that in a ring, to me, what that is, hey, if I'm going down, if I'm on the hook for these M's, I'm going to make sure you don't ever get a fight on Brand Risk again by making this like very public, by making sure that Brand Risk investigates you, and now it's impossible for them to bring you back after all that happened. I don't like this at all, man. I think it sucks. I really, really, really like Ray J. I really, 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 really like and love Super Hot. That's like my brother. So this is just bad, man. You feel me? This is just horrible, bro. But let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, and Ray J thought, shout out to Poetic Flacco, I'm using this content. Ray J thought that he was throwing Super Hot Fire under the bus and perhaps brand risk, and so you'll never fight again. If I done sit here and lost $1 million and whoever else lost a lot of money on me, and all these individuals are about to be upset with me and upset with you, by the way. I'm about to get you in trouble too, throw you under the bus, throw the whole situation under the bus, say that this stuff was rigged, and make sure you don't fight again then. Yeah, probably not anticipating though, Ray J, that you get this whole thing investigated, get the whole scheme blown up, and that rigging a fight is against the law. So basically you're confessing, telling on yourself. If they investigate this, and it looks like they are, and they conclude that you tried to rig a fight, and there's already stuff out as to how you approached them with gang members and all this. It's already out as to how this was supposed to have went down, this rigging. If the authorities believe this, I don't know. We'll see what can come of it, because it's not some little small thing, because we talking about millions of dollars involved. So this is serious. And Ray J indeed put himself in this situation by saying what he said. I agree with Flacco. He should have just took the loss, got knocked out, nodded up on the forehead. All right, man. Holler at him about it later. Give me my money back, man. Whatever. You know it was supposed to be. I lost $1 million. But to say it right there on the microphone, then you upset and you lost your head for a moment, apparently. But if you are the culprit, if you are culpable, you are involved, you are complicit in this, and it really makes no sense that you said this publicly. I don't care how upset you got. And got this investigation underway, set things in motion for your own self, precipitating your own demise. You got better have better self-control than that. Let me know what you think in the comments. There you have it. Poetic Flacco, Aiden Ross, the Feds, the Nevada Commission investigating Ray J, and the statements that he made, and whether or not the fight was rigged. And looks like they're trying to say that it is so far. That he had $1 million on the fight, or someone had $1 million on the fight, and other people had chunks of money on the fight and had it bet on Ray J, even though he was a heavy underdog. And that Ray J went to this individual Super Hot Fire and tried to rig the fight and thought that it was rigged, which is the only reason that he got in the ring. This is all alleged. Because Super Hot Fire agreed to it. At least Ray J thought he agreed to it and thought he was going to go along with it. But no, because Super Hot Fire, this is his bread and butter. He works for these people. He's really a boxer in there for this company. And he's standing there and just let Ray J knock him out and let the fight be rigged. And he knows Aiden Ross and them going, man, what is this? And now he's, even though I'm getting a big chunk right now, my career is over possibly. So now I just take my slow money. It's better than no money. I take my little money right now. I'll not accept your offer. Take this little money I'm about to get for this fight and knock you out. Whoa. And still slapped him. Ray J's upset everywhere. He went to the hospital and putting it all on Aiden Ross and them. This is crazy. This is about to get ugly, it looks like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free. People.